Hey everybody, this is Chad Shapiro from Next Level Leadership recording this quick clip. And first of all, thank you, Miss Lori Rubich, for all your continuous guidance, education, inspiration, wisdom. It is literally life-changing. I'm doing this recording from the Japanese tea gardens here, and it has just reminded me of this principle. We've heard of the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. But why does that work out that way? Why do 20% of whatever it is end up being responsible for 80% of the net results? How does that work? Well, it is because of the power of the accumulative advantage, where a little bit starts to create more advantages, and then it gets bigger, and then there's a little bit more that creates even more advantages. And these plants are a great example. You can kind of see obviously some beautiful plants behind me. Well, if there was a plant that started off originally, one little plant that maybe got a little bit more sunlight or a little bit more water, so it bared a little bit more fruit. Well, because of that fruit, then it would drop it on the ground, and then the next generation of seeds that would be on the ground would bear even a couple more plants. And then it would go on to increase even then on the next generation, where because of those extra plants there, then it would start to bear even more fruit. And you could see where all of a sudden over time, it would get to be where that one small advantage at the beginning just began to accumulate more and more and more, and became where you would see the 80-20 rule. And hopefully that kind of makes sense. It's the same thing in sports. It's not that one team is like so dominant over the other, but it is the cumulative advantage. Like something like the New England Patriots, just a little bit better, that gathers that confidence, that gathers that those players that want to play there. And so it's not that they're so much better than every other team, but it's the little wins that start to create the advantage. And then it starts to, over time, you look at it and go, wow, they've won a lot more championships than everybody else. But it was because of the little wins. So I think for you and I, we've got to keep in mind, what are we doing to honor the little things? What are we doing so that we can start to build those little advantages in ourselves? We're not so far off where we'll never get there. We will get there. We will get there in time. There's not some reason why we're losing like crazy and why we'll never make it. It's, are we honoring the little things and allowing them to add up to create more successes and more successes and more successes? That's what Miss Lori Rubich does. And you look back over time and you see these victories in her life, and you're like, wow, that is amazing. But it all starts with honoring the little things, letting the accumulative advantages gear up over time, generation after generation. Then you look back and you go, wow, look at the beauty of it. Look at the dominance. Look at how 20% is responsible for 80% of any level of production. But it didn't happen overnight. It happened from little victories. So hopefully this helps you. Wrapping up from here for Next Level Leadership. And take care and God bless you. Bye for now.